nudity.
Right. You was in the shower. You got a scene in the shower?
No, I didn't do no shower scenes. Cause they wasn't paying enough.
But shit, I ain't watching this shit no more.
Like,
I'm about to go watch it tonight. It's on Tubi.
Let me tell you something. I was about to show them niggas all fat meat ain't greasy. I look better naked, bitch. Don't play with me.
What's up, y'all? Once again, we're back with Big Stick Energy. It's your boy Pop, and we got another Thursday night. We're going to keep it real light and lovely. But before we do that, we'll just talk about our sponsors of the night, which is Brock Brand. Go out and get that Brock Brand right now. Also, Quad Houston, and also the Den Cigar Lounge, which that's where we're at right now, having a smoke, and some of us have smokes and drinks. And we're a little light. I think we're a little light only because the rodeo going on, the cook-off started tonight, so everybody pretty much is at the cook-off, and also the Wheatley and Yates game. So all of Third Ward and Fifth Ward is shut down.
You're right, basically.
Nobody is in Third Ward and Fifth Ward right now. You can go to Coke Apartment right now and walk around freely.
I doubt that, but yeah.
Because everybody's at Delmar for the game, and I believe Wheatley is up by 20-something.
Damn.
In the third quarter. So that's what's going on in the city of Houston. And one thing about this city is something always going on every day. You can do something every day. So that's a good thing about this city. And you gotta love it. Just gotta love this city, things we do, and how we go about doing everything here. But rodeo season is here, and I am not partaking in nothing rodeo.
Not this year.
I've done that. We've been there, done that. If you're from Houston, you already know. We've done that shit for many, many years. But I do remember one of the first times I went to rodeo, I was a kid. And I don't know if I went with school or church, something. Mm-hmm. And I just remember going to the Astrodome and going to the carnival. Back then, the carnival was free. You could just walk right into the carnival and do whatever. But I do remember going. I remember the concert. I think at that time, I didn't go to a black concert at that time. I think I went to somebody that was white on stage. I don't know who it was.
It still was a good time, though.
But back then, the concert, listen, shout out to Frankie Beverly and Mays, who really started that shit for black heritage. Because back then, correct me if I'm wrong, Cunningham, because I know you're a historian. Wasn't it Frankie Beverly and Mays?
Yes, most definitely. I was watching that.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. I thought I was right on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you was right.
Mm-hmm.
But Frankie Beverly and Mays used to start it off for Black Heritage. Mm-hmm. I also remember one year I was in the third grade. Was in Boy Scout, and I did a project for the rodeo, and I made this saddle. I drew a saddle on a piece of wood, and what's that thing they got that you can burn the wood?
Yeah.
So I made a whole saddle, glossed it and everything, and I won first place in the rodeo.
Come on, rodeo! Oh shit! Now you Black History, Negro.
Yeah. I am. But nah. I just remember those times going to the rodeo, and when you go now, you're really just going to eat food.
Pretty much.
True.
That's all that's there. But Nate, enough about me and what's going on. Nate, what's going on? So we can go around the room real quick.
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's Natalia, a.k.a. Nay. Niggas in the hood, what's up? Follow me on Instagrams and all that good shit. Yeah, this nigga's talking about rodeo stuff. I got a rodeo story. Now, I used to get we used to get tickets to the Black Heritage thing because my mama had this white homeboy, and he wasn't going to that shit, but his company would get tickets, so we would get the tickets to the black shit. So I done seen Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, LL Cool J, goddamn. I done been to 2 of the Bun B things. I done seen a lot of people at the Houston Rodeo compliments to this white man that didn't want to go to Black Heritage tonight. But I almost had a real big fight at the rodeo too.
Really?
Yeah, at the carnival, you know, we was walking around in our little shorts, and you know, some girls was trying to beef with us because it became a north-side salsa. It was weird. They followed us to the car, and then we started pulling out like shit out the car. It was a lot, but yeah, the rodeo holds a lot of memories.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Shonda. I'm the new kid on the block.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you. I'm going this year, but only because I had some friends that are visiting who have never been. I've only gone one other time, which was last year. So this is all new to me. Okay. So I really enjoyed myself. I don't know.
Where you from, son?
I'm originally from Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana.
Come on, MJ.
Had to throw that in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, moonwalk on these hoes.
Cunningham.
Richard Cunningham. I don't know where I'm from no more. I'm all over there. But I got a rodeo story.
Go ahead.
See, the Black Heritage Rodeo, remember they used to put us early in the morning. You had to be there like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was.
We ain't have no night action.
On a Saturday.
Yeah, on a Saturday. They had you at 11 o'clock on a Saturday. And I was in like 10th grade, and they sent us they sent some tickets to the school, and I went, and we was getting out the bus, and that night, and Michael Jackson walked out and talked to us. He was performing.
Right.
Him and Jackson 5, and then that night, later that day, he was on a pickup truck, and some chick jumped the rail and pulled him off the pickup truck.
Oh, wow.
Wow. You said Jackson 5, so yeah, that was a long
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Indeed.
long time ago.
Because he never came by himself. He was like with the Jackson 5 when he came.
So I know you from Gary, Indiana, so this is kind of new to you. But growing up here, every year rodeo, it was the only Black Heritage night I only went to one. Now I've been to rodeo plenty of times, but the only one I've been to that I know I paid for was the Brian McKnight and Mary J. They was on the same ticket.
I like that.
They was on the same ticket that night.
I went to that one too.
And it was in the Astrodome. And it was, we was in there.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
We were in there.
I love
Like,
Yeah. I think we always do well for Black Heritage Night as
Yeah.
far as like, you know, selling it out and, you know, showing up. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing.
well, one year they had Beyonce, didn't they?
I don't know if
They
they
know
ever
had Destiny's
Big.
Child.
Huh?
They had Destiny's
They had
Child.
Destiny's
Yeah, Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the rodeo, it's like the state fair for us almost. Those 3 weeks, you got 3 long weeks. And I remember when I used to live over there, I used to live on Holly Hall.
Ooh.
Rough.
God dang.
And yeah,
Traffic.
that was
Okay.
Traffic.
That was rough.
Okay.
And not only that, I stayed on, like my apartment faced the Holly House side. I was right, you can look right at the Astrodome from my house. And I just remember all the time, every night, buses lining up and down Holly Hall. Number charter buses, taking people in and out of there.
I remember that.
So it's a big deal for Houston. How much money do you think they make?
$1 billion.
Gazillions.
They make 500 on the parking.
500,000 on parking.
Yes.
Parking. That's all he do. That right now, 500. And he might upgrade because they done moved further back down 288, and they got number 18 wheelers. You don't even see them.
Yeah.
They got number 18. There's about 40 of them over there. Yeah.
But you just imagine This is 3 weeks. And these people prepare for this all year.
Yeah.
If it's 3 weeks, you make $1 billion in 3 weeks. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got shit else to do for the rest of the year.
Well, no,
Indeed.
because you gotta think of it like this. I'm sorry. Shout out to these egg rolls, though. I'm sorry. I'm chewing out in the microphone. But these new egg rolls they done put on this menu, these all good. Okay.
Really?
So, they good.
Yeah,
No,
really.
Really?
Yeah, that
They
was
good.
That was.
Like you ain't over eating annihilators or something. You really?
They good.
Boy, I can't take her nowhere.
I'm going to want some more. This is my snack. So, no, but if you think about it, if they have to prepare all year for this moment,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like they not really done in the 3 weeks, because then after that shit, they got to prepare for
Prepare for
next
the next
year.
year.
You know what I mean? So, but there's still a lot of money to be made in a damn year.
Whoever started that,
The rodeo?
yeah.
It's about the 50s, man. That's
Rodeo's
Did
been around,
Mr.
just having a
Hawthorne
big
have
one.
something to do with that?
I don't know, but I know they had a sting on a documentary about the rodeo. It started because I want to say Gene Archer and Roy Rogers was at the rodeo. I know that's the 50s.
Yeah.
I know
They
that.
old.
Yeah, they old. So I know they. But y'all don't remember? You lived on How? Remember when the circus used to come down and bring the train
Yeah.
and park it right there on the
Yeah.
side of the
You
thing?
talking about Ringling Brothers, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And had all that stuff walking down the street.
Yeah.
People don't remember. That was.
They used to do it at the summit too.
Yeah, at the summit.
Yeah.
Had to be close to the train track.
Had to be close to the train tracks. Yeah.
Why?
The circus.
Cause they walked the animals down.
They walked the
Yeah.
animals. Yeah.
They walked the animals
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
As
I
a
mean-
kid, that was that was fun.
I mean, Houston traditionally with the rodeo, Houston has been. And I just can't imagine nobody else having a bigger rodeo
There's no bigger rodeo.
It's
than
not.
this.
No.
This is like epic. And in December, you sit there to wait and see who's coming.
Yeah.
Who's gonna, especially black folk night. I mean, we know Bun B has taken over Black Heritage. We just be looking for who he's going to bring out. And I think the first year he done it was, I think that was amazing. The first year. This is like his 4th year doing it, right? A third
yeah, I
year or
think
something like that.
This might be his 4th year.
Like that first year was amazing because he did an all H-Town
Takeover. Yeah.
takeover.
I can imagine that was nice.
And once he announced that it was an H-Town show, them tickets sold out so fast. I mean, them tickets sold fast.
Yeah, it was a whole H-Town show. So it was a big deal, man. Shout out to the rodeo, man. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. When you get there, though, it's a lot of the exhibitions. I've been to the exhibitions. When, as a kid, they had you to feed the animals and shit like that.
Ride the goat.
Riding the goats.
Sheep and all
yeah.
that.
But the one thing about it is sitting there watching them crazy motherfuckers ride them bulls.
The best thing to watch and the funniest thing to watch, mud busting. Them little kids
Oh, the
riding them
kids, yeah.
sheep.
Yeah.
That shit is adorable and hilarious and everything that you need in your life. If you go before the concert, they be doing they do the barrel racing with the horses.
Yeah.
They do the mud busting with the kids. And it's exciting. Like, the concert don't usually start till about 9-ish.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but if you go, it's a egg roll. Them over good. I escort them down. But if you get there, if you go about 7:30, they got all those races and all that stuff.
They got the bull riding, the racing,
all
the
that stuff. It's
lassoing.
exciting, yeah.
They got a whole lot of events before the actual
Before
concert.
the actual concert.
The concert just ends the night
Yeah.
of what they got going on. But, man, just seeing them ride bulls, that shit is dangerous.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Them people make a lot of money.
They make a lot of money doing
I have
that.
a cousin. He's a black cowboy, and man, when I tell you, like, if I hadn't seen this with my own eyes, I would not believe it. Like, so like those belt buckles and stuff that they win, those belt buckles be worth thousands of dollars. And he just got them like in, different, like cases and stuff or whatever. But then he has copies of some of the checks. And like, because he does, I think it's like the Bronco where he rides the wild horse, or whatever.
Yeah, Bronco Buster.
Yeah, he's a Bronco Buster. And, he goes to some of those smaller, rodeos and stuff. And he be tearing their ass up. And them checks be $60,000, $70,000, $80,000.
Wow.
A road, you know what I'm saying? He go to, a little bigger, rodeo, you know what I'm saying? That's like maybe a mid-level. And he might go and leave with 120, 150 grand in a weekend, and he go down there with his horses. I mean, he does very well with that stuff. And it's just like, it's amazing to see, that people actually make a living off of that, because we know the rodeo to be entertaining, the carnival, the concerts, we know all the glitz and the glamour of it, but that's an actual culture, and people make good money. Even like a friend of mine, his son was talking about, going to Texas A&M because he wanted to learn how to breed bulls.
Agriculture.
Yes. Yeah. And he said that, people will pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for bull semen.
Yeah.
Because of the bull that it comes from. You ain't even got to go through the trouble of mating the bull or anything. You can sell the semen for hundreds of thousands of damn dollars. And so when I learned about that shit, I was like, that shit is great. Like, that is amazing how that industry and that agriculture and the whole rodeo, culture is very profitable for people.
It is.
Check this out. When I was at Madison, there was a guy that had a pig. He used to walk down the hall with the pig. Everybody used to rank on him. He was in Future Farmers of America. Everybody used to rank on him. 2 years later, he went, junior year, he went to the rodeo. He sold that pig for like $130,000 in a 4-year ride to Eddie.
Wow.
And I think they say he came back to one of the reunions, and he's a big-time vet up in the East Coast somewhere. All for a pig. They got been packing a rat around that motherfucker. Come on.
Back then, they didn't want me. So my pig, they all on me. That's crazy.
Shit, hey, man, that's big money.
That's big money.
The bulls and them cows.
The white boys be up there bidding, and they pull a cow up there, and the kid be hitting it up and keep his head up, and they be, the next thing you know, it's over $275. Like, $275? Money right there.
I do remember going to the rodeo one year and seeing them auction off livestock.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker up there and coming out,
2,000.
and I'm sitting there like, what the hell is he saying? Like, but I do remember that. Also, back in the day, they used to have the prison rodeo.
Yeah.
What?
The black prisoners.
Down in Prairie View.
My dad took me when I was a kid.
Wow.
They had the prison rodeo.
That was good, too.
And them niggas was good.
But they ain't had nothing but practice time.
Yep.
Well, they riding somebody in now.
Wait, man, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, that buddy.
That was too much.
Wait a minute. Hold on, man.
That was too much
Pause.
information.
Time out.
Wait, who's the
Time out.
producer? What the producer is? Oh, Lord.
Time out.
She not in tonight.
Oh,
So.
Lord.
Who that? Oh, homegirl.
Yeah.
Ooh, because we know she'd have a story.
But no, they had, my dad took me when I was a kid to the prison rodeo. They put on a great show. And also, they have black rodeo in Humble.
Yeah.
At the Humble Civic Center every year. And it's pretty good, too.
I've been to that one.
I've been to one, too.
Yeah, I've been to one, too.
And you go there, and they're going to have a lot of people with food, a lot of vendors, a lot of Zydeco.
You gonna leave with all kind of crackling and
Ooh.
tea cakes.
Yeah.
Diabetes
And
go.
boy, I'm telling you, you better fast the whole week.
Blood pressure and diabetes.
You gonna get you some of that whole crackling. You gonna get you
know I would.
some tea cakes and all them old homemade cakes and
Catfish.
popcorn
Yep.
balls and
Sounds like-
candy apples. And,
Yep.
ooh.
Good eating.
But at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, now they got like fried Snickers, fried Twinkies, fried ice cream. Like they got a bunch.
fry
of,
every damn
They got
thing.
everything fried there. So yeah, if
And
you
the turkey leg is a big thing.
yeah.
For the livestock show and rodeo, and it's funny because I used to laugh, when the turkey hut, before they was even on Almeda, when they were open, at the at the other location, we used to be like, well, shit,
New
we don't
York?
have to go to the
Chicago.
rodeo, huh?
Talking about the Chicago location?
Stop it, man. Stop it.
You know
no,
what?
no, stop it, man.
I would not entertain such foolishness. We was like, oh, well, shit, we don't have to go to the rodeo no more, to get a turkey leg now, because that used to be the thing. We went, especially Triple J's, them our people, them
That's where I went
cats.
to.
Yeah. I went to Triple J's, not because I knew I didn't have to pay for it, but theirs was the best. Theirs they had the best turkey legs out there. But then, fun fact, did y'all know that turkey's legs ain't turkey legs? It's ham.
No wonder it tastes roasted. I mean, like
It's ham.
It is.
I just learned that shit. So look, there was a lady. Pull out your phones. Get on Instagram or TikTok or something. Just put in turkey legs or ham. I'm telling you. Put in turkey legs or ham. This lady put up a video and she showed an actual turkey, a living live turkey with the feathers up and showing their legs. Ain't no meat that big on them goddamn turkey legs. You'd have seen the size of a turkey wing, but the turkey legs don't have that much meat on them. So she was like, them is pig legs. She said, that's turkey. She said, that's ham. And I've been baffled ever since because I'm like, wait.
So you saying a turkey's an actual transvestite, right?
You know what?
But it actually tastes like ham. If
I'm
everybody
telling
is
y'all
eating
that-
the turkey leg,
Right,
it
but we
tastes
call
like
it
ham.
a turkey,
That's
huh?
what I was saying. I said roasted, but I meant smoked. That's
Yeah,
it.
turkey leg is ham. Let me see if I can find the
So
thing. No,
all
a
these
turkey
Muslims
leg is
eat
not
turkey
ham.
leg?
Wait, now this lady said it's ham. Now these people talking about it's not ham.
retraction.
And that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking just because it's
Because
smoked.
of the smoke, right? That lady had us fooled. She was talking about, no, it's ham because when you look at a turkey's actual legs under the feathers, they skinny. They don't. I just looked up the same thing. You ain't got to read it. A turkey leg is a leg of a turkey, while ham is the curd leg of a pig. However, turkey legs can be prepared. It tastes like ham. See, that's why you got to fact check shit. Because that lady told us that turkey legs was ham.
Did she get a lot of likes?
Wait, what happened?
Why is there a shortage on eggs and not chickens?
And that's crazy because chickens lay more eggs than they do. Like, they lay like, what, 20, 30 eggs at a time or some shit? Because we eating fake chicken.
I was gonna say I saw a few videos.
Because that chicken ain't real. We not eating real chicken. We seen the Asians already making lettuce, so I don't shit.
Making lettuce.
You ain't never seen that either? The iceberg lettuce?
I did see that video.
Yeah. Them niggas made some iceberg lettuce. And I just said then, this was about 10 years ago, I just said we're doomed. Like life is over. To look like a head of lettuce. It was, look, let me tell you something. Oh yeah, we know that because I ain't never got a Whopper and it look like the shit on TV. Ain't not now, never.
And ice cream is Lord.
Ice cream is Lord.
Yeah.
When they be doing it on the
That's Lord because ice cream won't stay out for the lights, and then the like syrup when they pour syrup on them waffles, that's motor oil. It just keeps it. Yeah, they just special on that.
Wow.
I be watching stuff like that about how they make, like, I guess you for lack of a better term, like movie magic or whatever with shit, and how that stuff be fake or whatever.
So since we're on the subject of food, since we're on the subject of food, and we got all these fast food restaurants, and every once in a while, you know, we stop and get us something to eat. And of course, Whataburger. Shout out to Whataburger.
Ooh, I love Whataburger. That was my first job, legal job.
Let's just, I'm going to say this, though. Cut out Whataburger, because Whataburger make your shit fresh, and they make it right then.
Yeah.
Everybody else is pretty much pre-made. McDonald's.
They just heating the shit up.
I like Burger King burgers better than McDonald's.
Yeah,
Because of the grill taste.
Yeah.
The grill taste. Now, McDonald's got the best fries, hands down.
They do.
You got
But I heard that they're not even real. So
I
saw a video.
when you catch them hot and soft with that salt on it.
I haven't stopped eating them.
Don't tell me.
what they had said.
I haven't watched it. I'm afraid to watch it because
But
I like
the super
McDonald's
size me
fries.
shit. Yeah, like look, my ignorance.
It's still under the seat. Yes, and it looks like yes.
Okay, well my ignorance is my bliss. So yeah, and the thing for like and it was still like sitting there. We get it. I know this right here is McDonald's from '98. I know it is. I know that for a fact that this little piece right here, this is 98 still trying to push through.
McDonald's was the shit when you was a kid, though.
When you were a kid, yeah, but you know what? We didn't grow up eating fast food. That fast food, see, because this was
a treat.
Yeah, right.
That was a treat.
Fast food was a treat. We didn't go to McDonald's every day. Now, when my mama had this little side dude, they used to take me to McDonald's to keep me quiet. That's why I like the toasted biscuit. Yeah.
Never mind, go ahead.
Yeah, so.
That was your uncle.
Yeah. No, I just called him Mister. So,
hey, Mister.
Yeah, when my daddy was in jail.
That's Mr. Say hello, Mr. Craig.
Hey, my daddy was in jail, so, you know, look, hey, judge your bald-headed ass mama. So, but I used to get McDonald's for breakfast when they would, you know, go and sit and chat and have coffee. But that was a treat. You didn't eat McDonald's. Because first of all, your mama cooked. Your mama cooked. My mama cooked all the time. Food. And it may not have been, you know, sometimes it'd be a homemade hamburger.
Woo,
you know.
Let's not talk about that.
My mama was one of them black mamas. Every Friday,
in foil paper?
We had fish. She made salad. Toast and homemade cut French fries.
Yep.
That was like our Friday, you know, special.
That was a Friday tradition.
Yeah, that was Friday tradition. And then if the food stamps had just hit, we go to the You Buy, We Fry, and we gonna let them hook it up, you know, because they'll take the AFDC card.
Like Hanks.
Yeah. But we didn't eat fast food every day. I was well, you know, it wasn't until I got in college that I started eating more fast food. And I really preferred to cook because I wasn't accustomed to, you know, like eating all that shit all the time. I didn't like it, but it became part of that, you know, get up and go, hurry and have to, you know, move. But I always made sure I cooked, you know what I'm saying? Fast food was a treat.
Did you remember that hamburger your mama made? You know, you didn't want to take it to school because the meat was about that big. Now that's a meat. Then she put a mayo. And it wrapped it up, and then she wrapped the soda in foil. And I didn't realize it. That kept it cold. Yeah,
put it in the freezer. That's right. That's right.
And put that foil up.
Yep.
Wait, let me tell you something, 'cause baby, I used to go on field trips. When you go on the field trips and your mama make your lunch, let me tell you, my mom used to have us make. People thought we had money, but my mama would just fake booze. We were bougie ghetto. And so my mom would have me a little fruit salad where she be done cut up some kiwi, and I got a few grapes in there, all sponsored by food stamps. And I'd have a little fruit salad. She'd make me a little sandwich. She'd freeze that soda, have it in the foil. So by the time you got to lunch, it might have been defrosted. Now, I done had a couple of incidents where I was sitting there shaking that bitch trying to get the ice to break up.
Yeah, break up.
But it kept that, cold. And she kept the fruit salad wrapped in the foil to keep it, you know, like chilled and shit. But that shit was holding.
Well, my mama, my lunch for when we go on field trips, was a fried sausage sandwich.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Cut them some bitch in the middle. Open it. Fried.
Yeah.
Put the bitch back in the foil with the bread.
I'll eat that right now to this day. Like,
Yeah, I will
like
too.
shit.
I eat. Yeah.
That's a Negro delicacy.
Yeah.
A fried sausage.
And it gotta be burnt. It gotta be a little burnt.
Got a little burnt.
A little bit
Yeah,
of burn.
yeah.
Got a
If it
little
ain't
burn
burnt,
in it.
I don't want it. I don't like no
got-
light skinned sausage.
Yeah, got a little burn in
You
it.
gotta have a little burn.
That was my go-to lunch for a field trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, field trip. And also you had to have a bag of Doritos or Fritos or Cheetos or whatever it is chips is gonna be with that soda.
Mm-hmm.
And you may get a Twinkie or a cupcake or something
Yeah.
like that.
No, you get that day old Miss Barrett cupcake or honey bun. Or Little Debbie. That's what you got. I don't know why
Mrs.
folks.
Bears was a big thing
Yeah.
in Texas. I mean, I hate they got rid of the bread stoker, baby. Woo! You talking about going there on the bus down? My mama bought about 6 loaves of bread, put them in the deep freezer, and we always had bread. Cause you got bread, you got a syrup sandwich. You got
Mayo
cinnamon.
sandwich.
You got cinnamon toast. Y'all used to make the
Yeah.
cinnamon toast bread with the
Yeah.
butter and
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah.
You got bread. You got a meal. You hear me?
Let me
'Cause
ask-
toast
let
and
me ask you this.
oatmeal.
Where can we
Toast
find the
and
Fat Man
oatmeal.
cookies
That
at?
was good.
You know, in the hood.
I bet if you go to Singon, I bet Singon got them. Yep, Singon got them.
Fat Man cookies. You know
Sing
about Fat
on
Man
God.
cookies?
Nope.
You don't know about Fat Man cookies?
Ooh.
Everything we used to grow up on and cherish is high price now. Now I saw watching some on TV. If you got a full, I'm not talking about the food stamp card. If you got a full book, cause it like what it be like $50 a book,
65.
$65, $50.
$65 in there.
That's $100,000. They looking for something. They look for that and old school lunch kits. They say if you got original Superman, you might get $50,000 lunch kit.
Damn, man, I had
And
a,
I had
I
all
had
that
some
shit.
food stamps
I had a
in my
god-
yearbook.
I had a goddamn Night Rider lunch kit.
Ooh.
I had a Night Rider lunch kit. I wish I still had that Night Rider lunch kit with the thermos in it.
No,
Shit.
thermos, not no thermostat.
Thermostat. She said
That's
thermostat.
that white girl.
You know
Blondie.
what? I had a collection. I had the full collection of the Babysitters Club books, right? Yes, I had the whole thing. We used to go to garage sales. My mom used to clean this white lady house in River Oaks on Saturdays. We go to garage sales in the area, and this lady was selling the whole collection. Mind you, I already had a couple of the books, but she was selling the whole collection. And when that lady saw me light up about that collection, I think she gave me the whole thing for a couple of dollars. I had that shit for years. Called myself trying to be, pass it along to one of my little cousins. This old bald-headed ass girl. I don't know what happened to the books. I think she gave me the Goodwill. I could have beat her ass. I could have beat the brakes off of her. But that was like, if I still had that collection right now, that, and I had Fear Street, R.L. Stein. Oh, I'm the only nerd that used to read. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you. Okay.
I didn't read.
That's why I pointed at you. I was like, you didn't read R.L. Fear Street and Goosebumps.
No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, I used to
I
read.
remember
I used to read
Goosebumps.
the Choose Your Own Adventure stories.
No, tell me about Thundercats and He-Man and shit like
I
that.
watched that, but I'm a reader. I used to love to read. I used to read the comics. Did you used to read the comics in the newspaper?
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Archie and all them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Them
read
Archie
that.
books done got high as hell too. The comics, they used to call it
The mini page.
I vaguely remember that. No, I vaguely remember, but I remember reading the comics in that. Cause my mama would read the horoscopes, my daddy would be reading the sports while we eating breakfast, and I'd be reading the comics. My mama would read everybody's horoscope.
Remember when you used to have to get a newspaper
To know about anything.
Yeah.
to know
To know
about
about
everything?
anything.
Like
Yeah.
even going to the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to get the newspaper to see what time the movie started in the
No.
newspaper.
Yeah.
Remember the TV guy.
TV
Yeah.
guy.
Remember the
TV
TV
guy
guy?
was important.
Yeah. The
That's
TV
why you
guy.
brought the Sunday paper
They get the TV guy.
to get the
TV guy.
TV
Yeah.
guy for the
Yeah.
week.
The goddamn paper boy used to come by the house. Y'all got y'all payment. Motherfucker, you just got. But yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
get
used
the TV guide. out of the newspaper.
Yep.
Every Sunday.
Good time.
Because
boy. Good time.
Sunday was the biggest one. The biggest newspaper.
Biggest
Yeah.
stick.
Certainly
It
was.
had the
Had
coupons,
everything in there.
Coupons.
the High Life. It was a little magazine that was like a little lifestyle magazine in there.
Highlights.
Highlights.
Now
yeah.
those were the good, books.
Well, right now,
Or
if you
the
go to a white,
workbooks, I guess you call
sorry to cut you off, but if you go to a white neighborhood and they doing a garage sale, you need to stop in there because white folks don't know the value of some of the stuff they have. They be having like a Lionel train set that they grandson he did. And they 89. They what's back there? They got the engine, the steam, and all the tracks. The three. They be having some stuff they just don't even know it's worth it.
Man, like I said, those TV shows had lunch kits,
Yeah.
backpacks, and all kind of
Trapper keepers.
all kind of paraphernalia, trapper keepers, and I just remember I didn't understand the Dukes of Hazzard. I
Yeah.
didn't understand that flag on top until like
But that
We
car
got
was
older.
cold
Till
in
we
the
got
motherfucker.
older.
we got older. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck, I'm watching Boy Luke
And it was dissing us the whole time.
the whole time. And I think out of all those shows, I might have seen a black person maybe 3 times.
Yeah. Now,
I never
what
saw
no
it.
Negroes
Not on
around
Dukes
Duke?
of Hazzard.
No, it was a couple times. It was a sheriff in another town
Okay.
next to them that was black.
He probably walked through one episode you never saw him
Yeah, you
again.
ain't never really see him that much. Yeah.
Like Andy Griffin
But
had
Duke
one
of
black
Hazzard
man on
was a
there
good
and
show.
a black lady.
And I don't even remember them.
The black
don't even
man, the
remember
black
that.
man was a coach, and Opie was trying out for basketball, and Andy didn't know he was playing, and so Opie just quit because somebody said Opie playing, and the black dude came to the house. But they didn't air it here. It was aired in the north.
I never saw it.
They didn't air it in the south. It was an episode I was like,
A lot of them white shows, I don't remember Brady Bunch having black folks
Not one.
never. I don't,
on the Brady Bunch.
no.
I ain't never seen a
Damn
black
sure
person.
didn't.
Think about it.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
No, I mean, it's clear as to why they were not prevalent
True.
because then we did not have that kind of representation on those shows and TV. That's why you had black shows. You
Yeah.
had to create those shows that had majority black, cast and stuff like that. The most, so it wasn't, because even like. I think one of the shows that I do remember seeing a black person on was Maud, but then Flo, she was the
She was
the maid,
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Florida was.
Yeah,
Florida
she was right. She was the maid, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't but that was what we were used to seeing on TV.
So true.
So it was not that shocking to us. What became shocking is when we did start getting these black TV shows and and stuff like that we can watch, but it was by design. That was what Hollywood was subscribing to, white America and all of their whiteness.
I got a
So-
question for the panel. Who are the two most racist cartoon characters that has ever been on TV?
I know this. I heard of this before, and I can't think of it.
Cartoon characters that were
The
on
two most
TV.
racist?
Yeah.
Okay, give us like a
Disney
One was
had
a chicken. No, one was a rooster.
Oh,
Foghorn Leghorn.
Mm-hmm.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Remember how he talked?
I said,
Calling
hey,
everybody
boy.
boy.
Hey,
Yeah.
boy.
Hey, boy.
Yeah. See?
But I thought he was talking to his son, Chicken Little, or whatever his name was.
Was Yosemite Sam the other one?
No, the other one was a Heckle and Jekyll.
Heckle and Jekyll.
Heckle and Jekyll was low-key racist.
Yeah.
Jesus the Christ.
Walt Disney was the most racist man.
I said Disney.
Yeah, Disney.
Disney had a lot of racist shit that was undertone.
Yeah.
Also, remember, goddamn, I just thought about it and it left already.
It was a cartoon.
It was a cartoon.
It was
What
racist.
you got? Shit, Speedy Gonzalez.
That would like now that show would definitely be part of council culture because you calling a Mexican mouse fast and you calling him Speedy Gonzalez. That shit wouldn't have flied now.
You know what they say, huh?
What?
If a nigga can't, a Mexican.
I never heard that before.
You know what I thought about the other day? You remember the black man, white man, Mexican man jokes that they used to tell Pavlov?
Yeah.
It was a black man, white man, Mexican man. That shit used to be crazy, and we used to be telling them jokes like, huh? Yeah, it was black man, white man, and a Mexican man. Yeah, I remember hearing those in the 4th grade from this white boy, and he told me my first racist joke that I ever heard. Blonde haired white boy. I didn't fault him. I didn't laugh at it, but this is what he's hearing his grandpa and all them. He says, "What does Pontiac stand for?" Poor old nigga thought it was a Cadillac.
Okay.
And I just looked at him like, okay. Yeah, poor old nigga thought it was a Cadillac.
You know another show that didn't have black people? I Love Lucy.
Certainly did not, and we loved
And
it.
didn't, and we loved it. I fucked with Lucy.
I mean, they had a Puerto Rican.
Right, but that was her color barrier. That was her.
They didn't want to go too dark.
Yeah, Puerto Rican was good enough.
I thought he was Cuban or something.
Puerto Rica. 74-80, Wheelie winning. Okay, good.
Shit, they done
Wheelie
came back.
is our rival school, but I'm rooting for whoever's from the north side.
Yeah, I mean, so we switching subjects now. So if you don't know, Wheatley High School, well, the four first black high schools in Houston, 3 of them are in the playoffs right now. 2 of them are playing each other. 2 of them are playing each other. One of them is our rival, our high school rival.
Yeah.
But when they are winning, we root for them. When we are winning and they're not, they'll root for us. So it's kind of like we.
It's a north side thing.
But even still, if Yates were to go, everybody.
Yeah,
it's
we'll
a
root for
Houston
Yates.
thing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was just going to say now it's Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
absolutely,
a Houston thing.
absolutely.
Even like I remember years ago when Madison was in the playoff with Vince Young, and like the whole city was. It don't matter what
I
school.
wasn't here, but I heard about it.
It wasn't no. That's our rival. We don't want to see them win.
Yeah.
It was like we rooting for them to make it because number one, that's a HISD school. It's a black school. It's HISD. So, and we very seldom get recognized in those schools.
Yeah.
So, shout
It's
out.
always negative.
Yeah. So shout out to Yates and Yates Wheatley and Booker T right now. Also shout out.
You left out Bel Air?
I'm about to say Bel Air, and shout out to Bel Air. We do have 4 schools from HISD.
But 3 of them is what?
3 of them are black.
Bitch.
So we are gonna pull a little bit more for. I mean, we're gonna pull for Bel Air because they're
Man, I ain't room for them niggas.
because they're in another. We're in 4A. They're in 6A. So it's 2 difference. But
In the words of Issa Rae, I'm room for everybody black.
Hello.
Yeah, so those are the schools that I want to win. Like, let's just be honest.
Well, we do know a black school is about to make it.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah.
We don't know which one yet.
We don't know which one, but one of them is, and I'm going to be excited.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be
cool.
excited.
That's gonna be cool.
Hell
But
yeah.
back to the subject of these TV shows from
Yeah.
back in the day,
The representation.
the representation of those TV shows, and like I said,
Leave it to Beaver.
Leave
no,
it to Beaver.
No blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leave It to Beaver didn't have
What
nobody.
about MASH?
Be with.
Mash.
Did we have a
Mash.
black person on there? I
Damn.
can't remember.
Yeah, they had
I don't remember
coming,
black.
walking through. They wasn't on main character.
Yeah, they weren't main characters. Yeah.
All I know about MASH, it was when you going to sleep.
I
There you go.
used to watch MASH. I watched MASH. But my daddy was in Vietnam, so watching that kind of gave me some insight to, because he had a touch of PTSD, and so when he would kind of zone out a little bit, I understood that, he was just going back in time and having a moment. But I watched MASH. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
I never watched MASH.
Shit, I watched
I
MASH.
liked it.
I liked it. Hell, they last episode, man. I think it still might be the highest viewership when they had the last one when everybody left and
Yeah.
and BJ rode off on the motorcycle.
Now, there are some funny ass white shows though.
Yeah.
Like my favorite funny white show is All in the Family.
Yeah, Archie Bunker.
All in the Family is, man, I can watch Archie Bunker all day.
Well, you talking about would have
He
been
was
canceled.
a clear comedic racist.
Yeah.
I-
I mean, you know.
It was.
But he wasn't like that in real life.
No, he
though.
wasn't. He was
Yeah,
not.
a
He was
lot of
nothing
people
like
say
that.
he was very
Yeah.
much an advocate.
He was
in real
nothing
life.
like how
Yeah.
how he portrayed that character.
Yeah.
But that character,
He played
Archie,
the shit out of that nigga
he
though. didn't
played. Hey man,
he?
Archie was funny as hell. Though.
Yeah, but he had some black
He
people
was.
on that.
Nah,
Lamont,
he really did.
Lamont from Sanford and Son. Remember them two
Yeah,
guys?
Lamont was on there.
Yeah.
On
Lamont was
one
on there.
episode.
And Sammy Davis kissed him. That broke the whole
Yeah, Sammy
TV
Davis kissed him. That
radio.
fucked up everything.
That fucked up everything.
Then him and George going back and forth.
That was comedic.
That was
genius.
so good,
He
though.
was
It
calling him
funny.
a honky all the
Yeah, I
time.
love that.
Honky,
That's it.
honky.
So yeah,
That was good.
it's in the back. Gil, I already know what you're coming for. We thought we saw you on TV at the game back in there.
Yeah. Oh, okay, shit.
But yeah, man, there was some white shows, and I'm gonna tell you another white show.
Happy Days was good.
Happy Days didn't have no black people neither, though.
No, it
not.
didn't.
Not one.
It didn't.
But Happy Days was kind of funny.
It was fun.
Happy Days-
Hey, the funds. I think everybody liked the fun.
and that little motherfucker was 5 foot nothing.
Yeah. Ron,
And
that
we couldn't tell.
Jacket.
We could not tell.
You couldn't tell because he was bigger than
Yeah.
He had a tall man's personality.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And Henry Winkle is probably one of the funniest guys.
hands down.
Remember Mark and Mindy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nanu,
No white-
Nanu.
no black.
Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley was
funny.
good.
They were.
Laverne and
Yeah,
Shirley was
They
funny.
were hilarious. I think they may had a Negro or two on the show. I feel like I don't know.
They should. It was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I feel like they did. They working at a bottling plant. They had to know some
A
Negroes.
brewing company.
Yeah, the brewing company. Yeah.
I got you. Mickey, you want a cigar? Let's give. But yeah, man, there was some white shows that I could sit there and just watch.
But the funny part about it is those shows babysitted us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's that. Go in the house. You got your stuff in the oven.
Latchkey kids.
But
Whatever you need to do, get your homework. I'm gonna check that. But you know what shows me now? You couldn't. I made a mistake one day and watched Dog Shadows. Nigga, I wasn't right for about 3-4 days. That white man came out. That man.
remember Twilight Zone?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Every New Year's they
Twilight
go.
Zone.
Man, that shit, just the beginning of that shit scared me.
Yeah.
Just hearing that shit there.
Shit, the creator was scared.
What was the other show they used to call?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah. Ooh.
No, not Alfred Hitchcock. It was another one that came out that was kind of like, it was Welcome to the Dark Side or The Dark Side. I think
Tales
was
from
it.
the
No, it was like because it would come on. Okay, so Twilight Zone used to be like the creme de la creme, or like the scary shit that came on TV late night. But then
Creepers
after
or
that,
something? No.
there was a show that started coming on called The Dark Side, because the whole intro was scary as fuck, where the screen would go black and then it'll pop back on. Y'all don't remember that show?
I don't remember that.
And they used to come on after. Now I gotta figure out what the name of the goddamn show is. Okay, show that
So how many of y'all like, or remember I should say,
on.
White Shadow? I used to love that show.
after.
I heard of that.
White Shadow was basketball.
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 The
Basketball.
coach was white and all the players were
Yeah.
black.
A lot of stars came out of that show.
Definitely.
A lot of the
Certainly
brothers. A
did.
lot of them.
Is T.K. Carter still living?
Yeah.
T.K. Carter played on a lot of shows.
Yeah, he played a lot of shows.
I'm in one of the funniest movies he ever played in. I don't know if y'all remember this, but Dr. Detroit.
That is
Yeah.
one of my favorite movies. And you know what's crazy? When I ask people if they've ever seen that movie, they are like it's a lot of people who
Nobody-
have not
The
heard
only
of
me
that
and you
movie.
watched Dr. Detroit?
Y'all ain't never heard of Dr. Detroit?
You ain't never seen Dr. Detroit?
With Dan
With
Aykroyd, Dr.
and TK.
Detroit. Dun-dun. It had Fran Dresser in there. Fran Dresser
TK
and Lynn Whitfield.
Lynn Whitfield was in there.
They prayed prostitutes or ladies of the night.
Yeah.
They were part of Dr. Detroit's crew. He was a dentist by day, and he shadowed
he
as
was
like
a professor.
a professor, right?
Yeah,
he was a professor, and he had this whole persona that he ended up like accidentally adopting, where he's like a pimp.
Yeah.
And so Dan Aykroyd with this whole pimp persona, with these glasses, this wig, he had an iron like
he had an iron
hand
claw, yeah.
and shit. And he threw a New Year's Eve party and had James Brown on there. And it was a whole dance scene where Dan Aykroyd, Lynn Whitfield, Fran Dresser, all of them got out there and they did a whole. I've been looking for that on DVD or any.
Oh yeah, do we take the Justin? We have movie night on Tuesday.
That is one of my favorite movies, Dr. Detroit.
Yeah.
I've been trying to watch that movie for like 10 years and I have not been able to find it.
I love that Dr.
I
Detroit.
love that dog. I did not know that.
Yeah,
That is my
I fucks
shit.
with Dr. Detroit,
I
man.
love that movie. That was a cool ass movie.
Yeah, if you never seen Dr. Detroit, man, go out and
The
try to
music,
find-
you know, because James Brown cut the fool, and when the whole everybody that was there at the party started doing the dance routine
they doing
and
the
shit.
dance routine, yeah.
It is so good. I like Doctor, woo woo, Doctor. They want Doctor, woo woo. Oh my God.
Y'all said Dr. Detroit with Dan Aykroyd. So what do y'all place Animal House against Dr. Detroit?
I'm
Shit.
Animal House is a classic, and you know what? I just watched it a few months ago,
That shit good.
and that and Meatballs
Yeah.
is
Tales from the Dark Side. That was the name.
That's what I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, okay, it was Tales from the Dark Side.
That
Okay.
came on like Channel 39 or something like
Yeah,
that. It wasn't on
yeah,
Major
yeah.
Network.
No, it was a
But
scary ass shit.
but I'm gonna tell you another movie that was in that era. You had to love. Y'all everybody had to love us in that era. That motherfucking Porky's.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it, but I don't know. I didn't want to like
remember
it
it.
because it was one of them real popular movies, so I didn't want to really get off into it.
If you never watched Porky's,
Porky's was a hot mess.
you gotta watch Porky's. That's one of the
That
funniest.
was one of them movies of that era.
That was a movie of that era that was real funny. That was like late 70s, early 80s type movies.
Now you gotta go to Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, Revenge of the Nerds, man.
That's what that. Now
The
that's
first
one
one.
of them fake. Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
The first
Yeah,
one.
when they won that
And they
talent
gave-
show.
And they gave Homeboy the flexible spear.
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
Clap your hands,
Lamar.
everybody. Everybody, clap your hands. We're lambda in.
Omega Move.
Yeah. We come here on stage tonight to do our show for you. That shit is classic.
That's a classic too.
That's a good movie. Hell yeah.
And
I
also,
love
what's that?
Revenge
I don't
of the
know.
Nerds.
I don't know the name. I just know one phrase out of it. You know, one night when I was at band camp, I can't think.
Oh, that's American
American Pie.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah.
But before
American
that,
Pie.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yo.
Yeah.
And The Breakfast Club
Yep.
were really
Breakfast
good
Club.
movies.
Were really good. Yeah.
For
You
the
all,
80s.
every time they came on TV, you watched them.
watched it. Yeah.
You watched
it.
And
Definitely.
another one of my favorites, Weird Science.
Dun, 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 dun.
When they created that woman,
When they created the woman,
Weird Science was good.
she was hot back then. I can't think. Kelly Brook.
LeBlanc.
Back to the
Bronx.
Future.
Kelly LeBlanc.
Kelly LeBlanc. Yeah.
Kelly LeBlanc.
You
that's
got to
her
bring
name.
her Back to the Future.
Oh, all three of them.
Yeah, Back to the Future. Back
Oh,
to the
three, yeah.
Future was so cool when you,
Yeah.
when you was a kid.
hell yeah.
You thought that was like one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
This motherfucker went back to the future.
Yeah.
Went
That
back.
You go-
McLaren would be in Times Square every night.
And that.
Every
just-
night that guy, it's a guy had a McLaren and he'd have it out there every night,
Wow.
dressed like the professor, and you could take pictures with him for $5.
$5
Can you imagine going back in time and going to high school with your parents? Mama, you nasty. What
in
you
the 70s.
I don't even want to.
I don't even
I
want
don't
to
even
know.
want to imagine.
My
that.
parents were openly nasty in front of us, so I don't want to know what they were like in high school. No.
all of them got bushes.
They wasn't in high school together. My daddy was 5 years older than my mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So now they weren't in high school together.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
But back then, you know, that's Back to the Future was one of those movies that
You can just sit down and watch.
you could just sit down and watch.
You know everything will happen, but you still just sit down and watch. Just like Indiana Jones movie. I can sit and watch all whole trilogies of that.
But that Temple of Doom was my favorite though.
Yeah, I can watch all that.
That was my favorite one. Temple of
Did
Doom.
y'all ever watch Romance in the Stone?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
With
I remember it.
with the white girl and the boy, the dude that played on
Shit.
his dad is
I'm
famous.
looking at they
Douglas. And
you
Kirk
talking about
Douglas'
Douglas'
son.
boy.
Oh, Michael Douglas.
Michael
Michael
Douglas.
Douglas,
Man,
yeah.
that shit was good.
Ooh, he was good looking in that movie too. Jesus the
He
Christ.
look like a wrinkled blanket right now.
since we talking about R.I.P. to Gene Hackman.
Yeah, he just died today. Yeah.
Well, he been dead for a few days.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought.
I think it was a murder suicide.
Because his wife died too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a dog. They all in the same bed.
They all in the
The
bed
fuck?
together. Yeah. So
He was 95. She was like 60.
Murder
63.
suicide.
Yeah, I think
they
it
was
was
that in love.
so
Well,
yeah.
you know, white, you know,
I mean, shit. If you ain't got the nigga that's paying the bills around, kill yourself, bitch. I don't know. That's
So
crazy.
of course, we'll find out more about what really happened.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
that, but you know, Gene Hackman, like I told you earlier, Gene Hackman, I remember him. One of the first movies I remember him was Superman. He was on Superman. He was Lex Luthor on Superman back then, and
Damn, sure was.
yeah, that was
I
him.
just caught that.
That was him.
But-
And the movie Hoosiers.
yeah.
He was really good on
He was a
that.
good.
And another one of my favorite was Crimson Tide
Okay.
with him and Denzel played.
Mm-hmm.
They was in the submarine.
Yeah.
Now that
No, not just that. Not to cut you off. That movie where he played, he was on the ship, and what was it? Behind Enemy Lines. He was good on that too.
yeah,
Remember that? Yeah.
I remember
He
him
was
behind
good in
them
pretty
lines.
much everything he was in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He's a
one of the
really
ones
good
that's
actor,
just
yeah.
But
good.
if you ain't never seen Crimson Tide,
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's basically a nigga going against the white man.
yeah,
Split the boat in half.
yeah, he let him he punched him and everything, and Denzel kept his cool. But now, shout out to R.I.P. Gene Hackman, really great actor.
What's her name? The black singer. She passed
Oh
away.
yeah.
Roberta Flack.
Roberta
Roberta
Flack.
Flack, yeah.
R.I.P. to Roberta Flack.
A young white chick. She played something.
Who?
It was another black female too, though.
Singer.
Singer.
That passed away? Oh wow.
Right.
No,
Fact check.
Y'all look it up. But no, man, it's a lot of these people are getting older, and they're leaving
Our
us.
heroes.
Yeah.
We-
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
we grew up on them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
a
grew up
lot of
on.
them,
And
they
then
getting
you
old.
just hate to see, because when they showed him the last picture, he was like 95. He looked like a frail. And I remember when his first movie was when he played that cop called, his name was Popeye Doyle. And that was like in the early 70s. He was in New York. But yeah. I didn't believe it till TMZ said it.
You know, what TMZ said, that's it's
he
the
dead.
law.
official.
He did it.
He did.
You know, somebody else is not doing well, and it's gonna be kind of sad. It's gonna be pretty sad when he passes, and that's Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Yeah. We grew up on him.
Ain't that nigga a Trump supporter?
Yeah. He
I mean,
Yeah.
he big time.
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah, because he came out and said some
Yeah.
stuff
but that, besides that, that was a lot of great movies he made
Old Chuck.
that he came
Especially Western.
out. Yeah. Now, Pale Rider and Unforgiven was probably one of my favorite too that he ever made.
You like not Fistful of Dollars?
Oh yeah, that was good too.
I'm
That
just
was
saying,
good too. Yeah.
man with no name.
But no, we got a lot of these older stars are leaving and passing away.
Yeah, Harrison Ford, he up there at age.
I mean, when you get to 90, you done lived the life.
Shout out to Marla Gibbs though on the cover of Essence.
Marla Gibbs.
Marla Gibbs still working on y'all ass. We were just talking about her last week.
Yeah, Marla Gibbs is still looking good at the age that she's at. But yeah, those stars that we are losing. You can't help but go back and watch a lot of those movies and see how great they were. It's just gonna be sad when some of these stars that we really, really love, leave.
It was sad when Sidney Poitier died.
Yeah, it was.
And
he slept that white man in
Tyson.
that greenhouse. He shook up the whole world.
Cicely Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
But
and it was funny because I had just watched that Sidney Poitier, the one with the nuns.
Oh yeah.
God, I mean, I literally had just.
Oh yeah.
I guess who's coming to dinner?
Guess who coming to dinner? Yeah.
It was a movie he did with the nuns where he helped the nuns build the church.
Was that a Western? No,
It wasn't a Western.
No, it wasn't a Western.
That was the other guy. Clint Eastwood did a movie with a nun. That's what I was
Oh,
thinking
okay.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
can't think of the name of that movie.
All I remember him slapping that white man in that greenhouse. That white man slapped him. He slapped shit at that white man. And the nigga started crying. That's what they do when you hit them back. They start crying like, "Oh, this wouldn't have happened 30 years ago." He slapped
Man,
shit.
listen, now they getting their ass towed the fuck up, okay? I've been seeing videos all online. Niggas is just tired of this shit. You start the shit, we gonna whoop your ass, period. That's it. It's a done deal.
I mean, we're not. It's not 60 years ago.
Yeah, ain't no more cheeks, bitch. Ain't no more cheeks.
But you know that shit really, around about the 70s, it really started then when niggas really started putting their foot down and started whooping ass.
Yeah, that shit was unheard of in movies then. It was just like, it really was a flabbergasting moment.
Yeah. When
That
Jim
shit
Brown
happened.
tongued Raquel Welch in 100 rifles.
Yeah.
100 rifles?
Yeah, that was a lie. They was upset at that nigga for
Hold on,
A long time.
Then Fred the Hammer do something?
Oh, Fred had sex. That was in his contract. Every movie he gonna have sex. I don't care, white, black, Puerto Rican, China. That was in his contract. The Hammer.
Give me some.
The Hammer giving them the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Yittity.
The Hammer giving them the hammer. So did you see the Wayans family,
That was nice.
NAACP, Image
yeah.
Award, and well-deserved.
Very much.
Definitely.
We talk about them off and on.
Yeah,
Here.
well-deserved to
Yeah.
all of them. A very talented family.
Yeah.
I believe they gonna forever be a part of
Black culture.
the black culture.
Yeah, they cemented.
Cause they did something that no one else has ever done, and to this day they are still making moves and still big in Hollywood, and they're worth. The family is worth a ton of money, and I didn't see Keenan there. Did anybody say?
He wasn't there. They didn't say where he was though.
Hope he ain't sick.
But they told, I mean, just the story alone was so heart-wrenching. It was good.
So
It was
did
good.
they didn't mention anything about Keenan?
They didn't say where he was. They talked about his startup, how he got everybody else started, but that was it.
Well, you know, Keenan started back with Richard Pryor. Them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Keenan started back then, and Keenan was behind the scenes on a lot and wrote a lot of Richard Pryor stuff with Paul Mooney.
Paul Mooney.
And also Delirious, the show that Eddie Murphy did, and Raw. Keenan wrote some of that. Yeah. So Keenan been been around for a long time. And of course, he brought Damon in. Then after Damon, he brought Kim in. And after Kim, he brought Sean and Marlon in.
They got their own show.
And they got their own show.
Yeah.
So Keenan looked out for everybody in the family. He looked out for everybody in the family.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
And a lot, yeah, it does, but a lot of time working with family don't work.
Dude, don't even start. Please, don't even start.
Or
Next subject.
having family work for you, a lot of times it doesn't work.
True indeed.
As much
They're
as
not there to work. They want a free ride.
well, it's just a thing that your family think because it's yours.
You can do
So it
whatever the hell
belongs
you
to me
want.
too.
And it don't necessarily work like that.
Yeah.
But did you hear what Chris Tucker said? He
Huh?
said when his family found out he making $20 million on Friday. No, rush hour. The first he made $20 million, and they gave him another 40 for 2 more. He said everybody's goddamn family started quitting, stop working. We rich. That's
No
his
shit.
family. It's just I ain't going to work no more.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
No shit.
When I become rich like that, my family, I'm going to try not, I don't want my family to know.
So you got to be
But
quiet.
they wear me low now with these $25, $30. And they think I got money. I'm going to tell you what's really
Girl.
crazy, though. When I moved to New York
That's the truth.
and I first started doing comedy, they thought, when they saw me on flyers and shit, they thought them flyers equaled dollars. They thought I was really out there making money, but I was struggling like a motherfucker. They had no idea, but they saw me out in New York. They saw me on flyer, and stuff, doing shows and shit, and they thought that meant I was getting paid.
They thought you were working for Saturday Night Live or something.
Right. I was training to do all that, but they really thought that meant I had money, even to the point where I
Oh,
remember.
there he is. Come on, sit down. Come on, sit down. Put it on my tab.
All right, let's sit down.
What's up?
What's going on?
Shit,
What y'all doing over here in the
ain't
podcast?
nothing. Ain't
Oh,
nothing.
you tired of talking?
Oh, you come on talk, man.
I don't know. I just walked in here. You just going.
to talk.
How everybody doing? Well, go ahead. You was in the middle of your come whatever.
I forgot what I was
Oh,
talking
she talking about
Shit.
family thinking about they.
Oh yeah, but we can move on from that.
No, but
because
no,
that's gonna
but
piss
he
me off.
but Grossman gonna chime in on that.
Oh, what? This
When-
mic
when-
hot.
No,
What
this is.
you all right? I ain't never had no hot ass mic like this. Your blood pressure okay? Yeah. Leave that shit alone, man.
Oh, here we go.
This mic on 375. This mic hot as shit. You put this mic in a cooler.
Hey man,
What's happening,
could you
bro?
be serious for a second?
What? You think? Maybe it's stolen.
Hey, nah,
What's happening?
She was just saying how y'all y'all doing shows and stuff. Family started thinking y'all making a shitload of money, and everybody started wanting something from y'all.
Yeah, that's when you change your number.
I ain't changing shit. I'm just telling them niggas no, and no. Goddamn.
I'm gonna tell you how you handle that. Soon they call you, be like, say, hey, what's up, struggling? Oh, okay, well, let me call you back. That's how you get rid of them.
Yeah, that works too. When I can't call this shit. I'm sitting there trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat tomorrow. You have to give them that shit because they will really think. Cause I promise you, I even heard one of my family members when I the day I left for New York. I remember I'm making my rounds, going to say bye to my family and all this other shit. And one of my family members said, make sure you keep in contact with your cousin. You know, she going to New York now. She finna be making big money.
Oh wow!
Heard that come out of their mouth, and I was like, and that's what I'm here to say my goodbyes, and that's what you pushing.
Wow!
And so when they started seeing me on these flyers, especially with certain people or whatever, they just saw me being on these flyers, doing all these shows and shit. And don't let me be done did some shit out of town. They think, like they saw me on a flyer and they thought, cha-ching, They like, oh, she making it. And then when I did Orange is the New Black and all this other kind of shit, niggas lost their shit. But I was like, if y'all only knew I was a background actor and how much I got paid, and then I only got an extra $12 for doing the shit in my bra and panties, like it's not what y'all.
What scene is this? Did you have your ass in the air? That's all I want to know. Did you at least get 40,000 for your ass in the air? Did they buy you some new drawers? I just want to know.
Wait, but you know what's funny though? It's like people, cause okay, so when I was doing the background shit for Orange, I did all of season 3. Right. Now they have a rider or whatever that you can sign early on for your pay for the day. That like certain amounts of nudity, they tell you how much extra you would make. So basically, we made it was like $80 a day after they took out their taxes. And then anything over 10 hours, they paid us overtime. And then you got like an extra $21 if you did partial nudity. And I think it might have been an extra like $40-something if you were willing to do, full nudity. So I would always sign the partial nudity because that would usually be, they didn't have a whole lot of, scenes or whatever. But then like the scenes that I did do that were partial nudity, it was when we had bed bugs on the show, and so everybody couldn't wear the uniform, so everybody had on the bra and the panties, but you in jail, so it's like we had on the granny panties, the bra that make your titties look like the cones and shit that your grandma would wear. So we were all walking around in that, so it was like just walking around in a 2-piece. So I had my drawers pulled all the way up here. You know what I'm saying?
Why you put them up that high?
Because they was granny panties. I couldn't just have them hanging up under my belly. I just pulled everything up under here. And you know what I'm saying? So it looked like I had on a bathing suit damn near, but it didn't pay a whole lot. But people swore, because when I went to New York, they were like, oh, she gonna pop. She doing these shows. She meeting this. She meeting that. Man, them niggas were paying me in drink tickets and with wings and shit. That's the hustle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the grind. You don't be getting paid.
I like that.
Money.
But did you get like living space? Did they pay for your living?
Oh, I lived there for 8 years.
So you already had your.
Yeah.
So whatever you made, since you did partially nude, you only made like what, $30 or something like that?
No, I made the 81 plus the 21 if I did the partial nudity.
Right. You was in the shower. You got a scene in the shower?
No, I didn't do no shower scenes. Because they wasn't paying enough.
Well, shit, I ain't watching this shit no more.
Like,
I'm about to go watch it tonight. It's on Tubi.
Let me tell you something. I was about to show them niggas all fat meat ain't greasy. I look better naked, bitch. Don't play with me. I fuck around. No,
you still live in New York?
I didn't, huh?
You still live in New York?
No, I'm back here.
Oh, okay, then. Well, my 281.
You always got something going. You still want to buy my Cadillac?
You
still want to buy my
what
Cadillac?
You do to Cadillac? What you do with that
It's at the
Cadillac?
house.
Boy, she got a Cadillac, dog.
I know.
It's so loud. She don't want to sell it though. As soon as I said let me buy it, she
never
rolled the window
sell
up,
it.
then she leaned on the door.
Right. No. I get offers to buy that car all the time.
Oh, that's a bad junk there.
Yeah, that's my baby. That's Miss Ruby.
So
Need some
y'all
more
don't have any more seasons, do y'all?
Huh?
Y'all ain't doing any more seasons on there. Huh?
What? Orange is New Black?
Orange is New Black.
Yeah, no, that's done. It's done.
Man.
I only did that one season.
I think I only watched one season of it though.
Really?
Orange is the New Black. Yeah.
Yeah,
was
I was
good.
out, but season 3, I worked all of season 3,
That's good.
and I went back for season 4, but they wasn't feeding us and shit like they was at first, so I quit.
Oh, wow, yeah. Why you didn't try for anything else other than that?
Well, no, I did, but because at some point I had got a manager, but
Right.
my manager was more so on the acting side as opposed to comedy. Comedy, I just had to manage all that myself.
Mm-hmm.
But she was getting me like acting auditions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was a part of the Upright Citizen Brigade. I was part of that school. It was a script writing and improv school that's real big in New York and in L.A., and I was part of that program. And they basically train you to write for Saturday Night Live. Like, that's where you go. If you want to be a writer for Saturday Night Live, that's where you go. So they happen to have a diversity scholarship, and I wore their ass out. I took all them classes for free. I went, I did that scholarship. I went in there with my grill in. They needed niggas. So I went in there, and I was all the nigga they needed for me to be to get into that school. And so, it was a lot of opportunities, but this, even going back to the whole family thing, I'm telling them, they seeing me on the TV shows and they seeing this and they seeing that, and I'm like, this shit still costs me because I gotta take off time. I had to take off time from my job to go to these auditions, and I had to, like they didn't see the fact that I had a show in Philly, but I was on a mega bus at 10 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? Coming back home because I leave work. I on my work clothes. I go right to the bus station, get on the mega bus, ride the 3 hours to Philly, take a Uber to the spot, do the show. They pay me $100. I'm paid $45 just for the mega bus trip.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like one of them things where people saw me doing stuff, but they didn't see what I was investing in myself to make all this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? It was like I'm sitting on the bus eating goddamn chips, and I ain't had a decent meal in 2-3 days because I got to get to Philly, then I got a show in Baltimore, and then I'm trying to coordinate a ride back from my other show at Bus Boys and Poets in D.C. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, cost. But, all they saw was, me posting the flyers and me, being on TV. When that first episode dropped and I was on Orange is the New Black, because I had a lot of, close-up scenes and shit.
Yeah,
and I remember that shit dropped, and people, I remember waking up and I had almost 300 notifications where people had took pictures and they were tagging me. These niggas almost threw me a parade when I came back home. Because they were just like, nigga, we saw you on TV. Like, niggas was excited. And I was happy that they were excited for me. But then they also was thinking, oh, my nigga finna come up. Like, nigga, I was getting paid $80 a day.
Well, I would have been like, I would have threw me a show. I threw a big ass comedy show. If you think I'm like, hey, I'm coming back to the city, I'm finna do a comedy show. I'm going to go to their problem and get that money.
Yeah, but see, even with that, it was like I remember going on auditions and it's like this little preliminary form you had to fill out and shit or whatever, and they was asking like how many followers you had. Like all that kind of shit kind of came into play and became like real important.
Ain't that
so
crazy?
Even with booking shows out of town and shit, they wanted to know how many followers and shit you had. Even for the comedy festival. Like I headlined a comedy festival in Baltimore one time, the Charm City, comedy festival, whatever, and they randomly, sought me out or whatever because they had seen me perform somewhere else or whatever. But those opportunities, it wasn't like that. You had to hustle like hell to really get those opportunities. Because even like I became a house comic at LOL Comedy Club in Times Square. You talking about, and now it gave me them reps that I needed because I went there and they had 4 different rooms. And when you walk in, it's a like a call sheet. You walk in there, they say you in room 1. Your set time is 9:45. In room 2, your set time is 10:30. Room 3, your set time 11:45. And so I would sit there until it was time to do my set, go in there, set my little camera up, do my time, and I wait, and I go to the next room. And so people seeing all this footage, and they seeing all this shit. They just don't even know. I'm sitting here till 2 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, I got to get on the subway. I go home, wash my ass, go to bed, wake up, and I had to be to work for 10 o'clock. I was working 10 to 6, getting off of work, literally walking from Grand Central Station to Times Square just to clear my mind to get ready to get on stage and be in this club till 2 o'clock in the morning. But they seeing all the footage and they seeing all the videos, and, and even when I was a house coming, you didn't always get paid. You were getting a guest spot. I was getting a lot of guest spots. And I got a lot of work because I can do clean comedy. But then the only time I ever got paid was when they booked me to do a feature spot. And then that one for $40.
Where was you at? In LA?
LOL in New York. LOL Comedy Club in Times Square.
Oh, yeah. I did that with nephew Tommy, man. And that's a nice room. It's real nice. But I can't believe they was only paying you that much. But New York don't pay anyway.
Yeah, because there's so many places.
It don't pay anyway.
It's so much shit that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's so many comics out there too.
So here's the thing about that. And because I think comedy is one of the hardest shit to ever do. Being in New York, motherfuckers do it because they want that recognition, and they want somebody to walk in and say, "Oh, that motherfucker good."
Right.
Let me grab her. I do a show for $20.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who's gonna walk through that door.
Right. Absolutely.
And take me. I was watching the reunion of Saturday Night Live, 50-year reunion.
Yeah.
And how that shit goes with those writers, and how that shit goes when you audition.
Yeah.
For that.
I got a packet right now.
That has to be one of the most, I don't know, mentally frustrating things to.
It's kind of like it was Living Colors. It's kind of like the same kind of sketch comedy.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is they wasn't, the motherfuckers didn't have a life, those writers.
No.
Yeah.
They lived
to write for that show.
They lived there to write for that damn show.
Right.
A lot of motherfuckers say they never went home sometimes. Because they was at that building all day, every day.
Because you had them deadlines and all that other kind of stuff. Because even like the program that I was in, you know, they was teaching us to write for SNL. But it was like one of them things where, because I remember going in there, I didn't know shit about script writing software. I was in there on some real life nigga shit. I was using Microsoft Word and tabbing and just being creative. I didn't even know about, you know, script writing software until, you know, I looked at it and the teacher pulled me to the side and she started putting me on game. But it was just like one of them things where they had us, like we would write a sketch and we would read it in class and do all this other stuff. They critique it and we'd write that same sketch 4 or 5 times because at the end of the program, the goal was to have you pack it ready. So I have a packet right now that I could submit to Saturday Night Live that meets all the criteria to become a writer at Saturday Night Live. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they trained you. So it became a thing when you was in that program, like you were writing almost every fucking night because you had to submit and they give you these updates and these changes that you needed to make. And whether it was grammatical or formatting or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They just hammered that shit into you. Just like even with the comedy scene in New York. New York is about a tight 5. Crowd work and all that shit do not go in New York. It is a tight 5. That's all they preach. Cause once you get a tight 5, you work on your next tight 5. Now you got a 10. Then you get that 10 down. Then you get you 15. Now you a feature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they hammer in on that tight 5, right. tight 5. That's all you gonna ever hear about on that New York comedy scene. Every mic that you gonna do, they give you that 5. They give you that 5 because that's like the rule of thumb. Because the goal by being in New York, you want to do the late night, you know, shows and shit like that, and they give you 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that shit gotta be tight. When you be doing them comedy festivals and you do Sway would have his shit at Caroline's and all that shit. When you audition for that shit, nigga, they got the time on your ass.
Yeah,
Don't
Caroline.
you go over that time. Don't you go over that time?
And don't fall in
that.
Don't fall off that stage. Yeah. Like the back of the stage is like it's a little dip back there. I don't know if they fixed that yet, but like if you go too far, you'll fall
off the goddamn stage. Yeah, that New York scene, it's a whole different animal, and I can't believe that's where I started. Like,
don't do Rob Stapleton room.
I've done Salsa Con Fuego. You talking about
salsa? Yeah, that big ass room.
I don't think I've done. I don't think I've done salsa before. I know I've done
Rob, he been there for years though.
Yeah,
I've done it. It's nice.
I've done salsa, but I've done a lot of shit with talent. I've worked with I worked with Smokey.
Oh, you did with Smokey?
When he had what I can't think of the name of that spot that he had. I know it wasn't Salsa Con Fuego though.
I don't know.
But he had a big ass room out there in the
Really?
Bronx. Yeah, too that we used to do.
So that 5 minutes. Does that seem like the longest fucking 5 minutes to you, or is it just it'll go by real quick?
That shit go quick.
Yeah, because if you haven't fleshed out your joke or you still trying to really work on that shit, 5 minutes just don't be enough time. Because I'm a kind of a slow starter. It's like, because I'm a storyteller, so I gotta rope you in with my intro, but then when them punches hit, I gotta boom, boom, boom your ass real quick because I done started off slow. But I'm already 2 minutes into the story. I got 3 more minutes to give you them, them gut busters. Yeah. So it's like 5 minutes can seem like a long time if you don't have material, but if you know you got some shit and you trying to really, you know what I'm saying, give it to them, that 5 minutes go by so goddamn fast.
Yeah.
Terry, how I feel to be, because you've done work big crowds. I've been to one of your bigger shows. what goes to your mind before you go up there? Does at any point of you nervous? Do you feel like, man, I got
you nervous all the way up till you hit that stage because you don't know what them people are feeling. You don't know what they want. You gotta feel like you ain't gonna never see the nervousness in probably me or a lot of professionals like as far as you. But every comic you talk to, yeah, they nervous before they hit that stage. Yeah, real talk. Everybody. I don't know who's not nervous before they hit their stage. Somebody with a big head be like, man, this ain't nothing. These people up. Then they get up there and bomb like, boo, get your ass off. But, you know what I'm saying? You got to respect that stage. When you get on that stage, you got to try to go to work. You got to go to work.
Because, man, I've been to comedy shows. I've been to comedy shows, and I've seen comedy shows that if you don't, man, I've seen some guys that just really bomb.
Yeah.
Like, you be like, what the fuck? This is what you really want to do?
Yeah. I mean, like she said, we started out 5 minutes. Like, when we was at the hip-hop comedy stop with Rushion McDonald, 5 minutes all you got. All you got. Amateur night for 5 minutes. It took me a year to get off amateur night.
Wow.
It doesn't matter who was there. It took me a whole year to get off amateur night. And when I finally got off amateur night, I finally got the weekend. Only reason I got the weekend is because Steve Harvey saw me. And he said, I want him to open up for me. And that's where that came from. But before then, dog, it would look at me, man, what is it? They know when you're an amateur, because first thing amateurs do, they bow their head down, they walk like this, then they always say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They already know. They ain't been paying attention to you. They finna get on their phone, man. They go amateur. She would call it. They already know. But if you get an audience what they want.
And I've heard y'all say this before. The way the club or the room is made makes a huge difference.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, if that room too spread out or just like, for instance, that show I told you I did at CI in Conroe. It's a cigar lounge, so it's the big chairs, but they had the shit set up just like this. You know what I'm saying? With chairs to the back of what was supposed to be the stage area and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It was a nice space, but y'all didn't set it up to be conducive for comedy. That was one of the first things I learned, like when I started helping produce shows and stuff like that. The way the room is set, because I done done shows in hostels, in basements. New York, they will throw a comedy show any goddamn where.
Yeah.
And, a lot of bars wanted to try to jump on the comedy trend or whatever. Every location is not conducive. Even like, when sports bars want to do comedy shows, if you ain't gonna turn the fucking TVs off, then we can't compete with sports. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they still want you to come in there and do your time and do your jokes, and ain't everybody there for the game. Sometimes you got places, they didn't even know it was a comedy show. Like that show I did last Monday in Conroe. They ain't know it was gonna be no damn comedy show. So they were not there prepared to watch, to do comedy, and then they didn't have the room set up right. Laughter is contagious. So you got to make sure that room is set up accordingly to where the focus is on the stage. You can't have all that outside interference, because people don't respect comedy as an art form. They just think it's a nigga up there running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? But this shit, you the artist, you the writer, you the producer, you the director. You got to do all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nobody. I can't say, well, my production team didn't come through. That's why the show was fucked up. No, nigga, you fucked up. And so this shit it got to be right. Everybody that wants to do a comedy show don't understand the dynamics of that, just the important piece of how that shit is set up.
So do you think it's harder for women to do comedy than guys, or?
Duh.
It's a question, man. You ain't got to duh me, though.
But you act like you didn't know the answer, bro. You already know.
But the people might want to know.
Okay, well, let me put it like this. It's harder because, of course, we're women. Comedy is very much a male-dominated industry. And then, there's a yin and a yang to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for some women because of the material that they chose to do. And, they wear that shit out. And then So it's a different dynamic, but it's hard just because we are women and it is a male dominated industry. Period.
So how far you think how far you want to go with this?
I mean,
Good question.
I'm doing tours. I'm going to be doing tours. I'm going to be in arenas. I done been on large stages before, so I have a taste of it. So now that's what I'm gunning for. I done been in front of audiences of 3,000-4,000 people. Mm-hmm. So I want more of that. And for me, comedy is not. It ain't about a money grab. It ain't about a fame thing. I just enjoy connecting with people. That has always been kind of like who I am. You know what I'm saying? You know, even like in high school, I was cool with a little bit of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that has always been my draw, is that I'm relatable and I connect to people. So, you know, God willing, I want to be able to be on stage where I can connect and make people smile and laugh as you know, as large as God will allow me to touch those stages. I will and intend to be on.
Grossman.
What's happening?
So I know you done this for a while. There's movies in your shows.
Movies is cool. I mean, I've done several movies, man. It's cool. Movies are writers. Movies are scripted. That stage is not scripted. When you get on that stage, ain't no cut. Ain't no cut. Let's do it again. Ain't no stop. Let's go. Let's start it over. Ain't none of that. And that's the reason why I like that stage, because when you're on that stage and you got to give it to them and it come off top of your head, you got to give it to them right then and there. You got most of the time, if you open up somebody, you ain't got no more than 20 minutes. Basically, your highest number is going to be 20 minutes. The highest, because it's going to be more than just you on that stage. Unless they be like, yo, give me 25. All right, cool, I'll give you extra 25. Then you got to do that 25 and come off. I mean, you got to get them 25 minutes of you. Yeah. Now, if you do a movie, you can be like, cut that out, I want to put this in. It's just like the internet, social media. All this stuff is on social media, that's cut it, let's do another take. Don't take that out, put this in. That's cut and go. So that's all these young comics, they coming up. That's all they doing is editing, cutting it out, putting something else in there, and they selling our shows. And they get there, they ain't got but 15 minutes. Then the rest of our other 30, 45 minutes is your material.
So we talking about guys and women that are on
of course.
Social media.
Yeah.
Making these skits.
Making them skits.
Things like that. Because I follow a guy, I think his name Big J. I don't know if you know Big J, that does skits.
Right.
Funny as hell. But yeah. I don't know if he's a real comedian or not.
Of course they're funny on social media, but give them the stage time and see what happens. Say, man, I'm bringing you to Houston. I want you to do my spot. They're going to sell it out. Mm-hmm. But when they get up there, we like, what is this?
Because it's a numbers game. Because like I was saying, when they be asking about your followers, when I would go on auditions and shit,
it's all about your followers.
A lot of social media comedians, they have a following. You know what I'm saying? They can put asses in seats.
They can.
And so a club will book them because
for that
they know that they gonna bring the people out. Yeah. Now whether or not they can get on stage, because doing skits and stuff, and I don't knock it. I try to do the shit, but I just don't have the energy for it. It ain't really just my vibe. But doing, like he said, doing that shit, you get to cut, you get to edit. When you on that stage, that shit is in real time. It is in real time. Ain't no cutting, ain't no editing, ain't what the fuck come out your mouth was gonna come out your mouth. And that's forever. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you gotta come out there and you gotta come on with it. It's not the same. And so when they do get on stage, like Grossman said, they get up there, they ain't got 15 minutes. They don't even know how to do a set. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They, it's different when you're doing this shit for skits and being on stage.
We was real writers growing up. You didn't have social media. You had to go home and write it on paper. You had to go home and go over everything back. Go over this, go over that joke, go over that joke. You had to go to amateur night and get on stage. You had to do all that. They got social media. They just go in their room or go in the streets and do this, cut it, and you be like, that shit was hilarious. Shit was funny. Hey, I'll be in your city next week. Oh, let me get my ticket. Let me get a table for 10. And you get up there like, damn, man. Just like the thing me and Lady Rico did. 2.5 million watched it. It's social media.
Yeah.
They gonna look at that. But if you can't get on stage and follow that 2.5 million that saw it, you gonna lose them. Like, man, I ain't following them no more.
So it's best to really just start off writing and doing comedy, and then the skits will be easier.
The skits is easier.
Gotcha.
Cause you don't have to be a comedian to do skits.
You don't.
I mean, everybody that does skits doesn't necessarily aspire to be a stand-up comedian, but that becomes like a gateway. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like an easy transition. It's like, oh, well, I'm making people laugh, doing these skits. I can do it on, on stage or, whatever. That's the idea, but it don't always translate.
And the reason why I asked that because I've never seen Ha Ha do stand-up. Mm. But I know he does a lot of skits. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if he's
right. You can do stand up. I don't know if he posts any stand up comedy shows that he do anywhere. If they don't post them, they on stage in front of an audience by themselves. Yeah. Then you know they not doing no stand up. They just doing skits.
Yeah. See, I don't know that. I know he's supposed to be on a tour now with Mike Epps or somebody. Mm-hmm.
The arena.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, up here. So he's on that.
I know he's supposed to be on, but that's why I'm asking. Like, I didn't know.
If he on tour with Mike, apparently he did more than one stand-up show. So you can Google his stand-up.
Okay.
And you can look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's a hard job, man. I'm just saying.
It's right who you know nowadays.
It's a really hard job to do. And I commend y'all for doing it. Mm. I aspire to be on stage one day to tell a joke or two.
Yeah.
But
there's a black man, white man, and a Mexican man.
Yeah. They jumped off.
I just know I couldn't, because now I've hosted shows before. I've hosted shows, been on the mic. Of course, I DJ'd, so I've been on mics and stuff like that. And I tell a joke here and there, but I know I'm not that ain't what I do. Because usually when I do get up there, if I did host a show, I'm going to just talk about somebody in the audience, but that ain't really.
How long can you do that? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because there's a difference between being able to fuck with people in the audience and having actual material.
Yeah.
Crowd work, you can get away with that for a while, but
I mess with a lot of fat chicks in the audience.
Mm-hmm. Leave us alone, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about FAAT, not
chubby.
yeah, not like that. I'm talking about big chicks. But it was all in fun, though. Of
right.
course it was all in fun, and they get it, they understood it. But it's just, to me, it's a hard ass job to do.
It's not easy.
Too.
It's addicting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once you get in, man, you can't.
It's like being on drugs. Like I was waiting for a fucking kidney and was still trying to get on stage. The shit is really like being addicted to drugs. Cause once you kind of start getting them laughs, and you can get on them stages, cause the more you work it, the better you'll get. Cause I see a lot of my friends who I done a lot of comedy and show with, they doing good big shit now.
Right.
They doing good, and I've seen they work just progress. That's why them reps and them open mics and all that shit is important. That's how you get better. That's how you get your shit up. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's like it's like I don't know how to not. You know what I mean? The thought of like if I don't be on stage for a couple of weeks, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I really start, like now I sort of be kind of taking a break because I'm trying to, do some stuff financially to set me up on some other shit. But I'm still out here like, well, shit, if I just go by here and then I could do this later and da. I'm always finding a way to put comedy in the mix. I drove to Kansas City, Missouri to do a 12-minute show.
Dang. It's very addictive, Mike. Matter of fact, look at Martin Lawrence. He cannot stop doing comedy.
Yeah.
He should, but he won't.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's addicting.
It's addictive.
Never gonna
Especially once
stop,
you know
bro.
You can kind of do it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like,
and you good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, man, y'all, both of y'all funny. And I've seen both of y'all do shows.
Right.
So I just, man, y'all, it's just a hard deal.
You got flight privileges?
Huh?
Can you have flight privileges?
Do I have flight privileges? No, I have not successfully bagged me a pilot yet.
Oh, okay. Because if you had them flights,
Yeah, I'm working on it though. I got a few plugs. I'm trying to,
you can get
plug
it, man.
into.
You can
But,
get it.
Yeah, but that's the plan. Because even like the stuff that I'm doing now to kind of, because I'm transitioning from my 9 to 5
Okay.
to entrepreneurship, and I got a couple of things that I'm setting up so where I can have a little money coming in.
Go work at
so I
United
can
part
have-
time.
Huh?
Go work at United part time.
United part time. What is that?
You don't need to. A pilot has limited flight plans. You need to get the guys on the ground, the rampers.
I got a homeboy that do that, but I'm trying to feel him out and see if he gonna.
Watch
make me
this
pay.
here. Watch this here. You can get hired on the ground loading the plane, and you never got to go to work.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Keep that low, man.
Or if you
Hold
do
on,
go to
wait a
work,
minute.
No, you got to go to
you
work.
can work 4 hours.
Yeah.
But if you work some hours, you can fly any way you want to for free, as long
Yeah.
as you work.
Yeah,
Just put them
I
put them
have thought
suitcases
about that
in the
'cause
bottom
I'm
of that
looking for
plane.
a customer service job or something. Shit.
Yeah.
Like,
You work
I
in the
gotta
belly
do-
of the
I
plane?
did. I still do.
He still do it.
I do $50 a month. That's it.
And he get flight privileges.
As long as you come and load up. There's a lot of them work there.
Yeah.
What I do is I come in, say if you full time,
Yeah.
and you get on the board and say, can somebody take these days because you want to go somewhere with your wife?
Yeah.
I'll take them days and go to work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me go throw some people's shit in the back.
I'm telling you.
The
You can fly anywhere you want to and do your
get a little muscle
and
too up
do
in
your
this
show.
bitch, throwing them bags.
See?
and do shows.
And you do your show.
And that's the plan. That's the plan. Because I said even with that, it was like if I can get a customer service job, answering customer service call, for a few hours of goddamn week, just to get them flight. Trust me, there is a game plan that's so asshole tight right now.
Asshole tight.
It's tight.
Booty hole frog tight,
Ooh,
huh?
man, I'm telling you.
Ain't mad at
Tighter
you.
than 2 coats of paint. I'm on it.
So, tell you when your next show.
Tonight, as soon as I get out of here,
Well, you
I think she coming by the I don't know what.
Oh shit.
not that show, nigga.
Nigga, I'm finna shoot a porn tonight, nigga.
Oh, you shooting porn?
Action.
porn?
Cut.
There's no cutting.
You wasting tape. Ain't my fault. Oh. Friday night, I'm doing, I got a spot over at the red door now every Friday night.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it over there, when I'm in town. But all my shows out of town. Nothing in Houston.
Nate, what
I
you
mean, that's
got
why I
going?
was asking, did you have flight? Because, man, it's not enough females to go around for the comedy
Yeah,
industry
yeah.
that is, like, funny as hell. So it's just like they recycling the same ones because it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's a lot of comedians, but it's not enough comedians because there's no more TV. There's no more stand-up comedy shows on TV. There's no more Comic View. There's no more Def Jam. None of that there isn't any. If somebody was to do that, they can see the new guys coming in instead of the ones who've been coming in.
Yeah.
So like the cats that I grew up with, they go to all the improvs. They recycle them and they bring them back. And they sell out like that. They sell out because they recycle them, which is cool. They getting their bread. I think it's a wonderful thing to be recycled. But who else coming in after them?
Yeah.
We need females too. I'm big on
Yeah.
female comics because I like to laugh, and some of these female comics have me rolling, man. They got some funny female comics out there, man, for real.
Yeah.
And some of them they don't do nothing no more. Sharon Underwood used to be one of the funniest chicks out there. TV.
I think she got a tour coming up.
Yeah, but when you get that TV life like that,
That TV queen.
yeah, you ain't who you used to be. She still can get down, but I remember when she used to tear the roof off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need more female comics, man.
Name, when your next show?
Shit, I don't know. Shit, whenever somebody call me, I just been kind of going with the flow right now. Cause like I said, I got some other stuff I'm trying to put in place real quick. So shit, they called, and that's really what's been going on. Like, you know, all the shows that I done had like in the last couple of days, just been on some nigga like, hey, you free? Yup. Come through, pull up, this to that.
I got San Antonio. I do a room in San Antonio too, and I got a boy up there named Torrance. He do a once a month R&B night up there, and they do comics first.
Yeah.
And then they bring the live music on.
Oh, okay.
So I can hook you up with that. San Antonio. Then Shed G, you know Shed G? He played Madea. In all her movies, you think it's Medea's him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's like her stunt double.
Okay.
So he has a room in Dallas, he does. And Q has a room in Dallas. So, I mean, I can hook you up with all that.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of connections because I'm fairly new to the Houston scene for the most part.
Right.
Because even though I'm from Houston, I started doing comedy in New York. So that's more of my pull and, you know.
Yeah, you go to New York and
I can go to New York and do a run and.
Quick.
You know, yeah. So, you
pay
know.
your light bill quick.
Yeah. I could do, you know. And I'm working on that too. I just got to do.
With your light bill?
Stuff. Huh? No, doing a run in New York.
I think you pay your light bill. You say I'm working on that too.
No, I don't.
I was going to chunk a little something on little old light bill. You know what I'm saying?
Let Rufus put something on that.
Yeah, let me go and get you a little something.
Look, the inflation, it ain't $40 no more. Shit.
Jeez.
Put a little something on.
Eggs, shit.
Inflation.
Y'all did? Yeah.
Well, man, look.
Chickens in my backyard right now ready.
I think everybody.
Fuck selling dope. I'm selling chickens.
Selling dope and selling
I
chickens.
say I ain't selling dope. I'm selling chickens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cluck.
Let me get a rooster, nigga. Nah, he let me know when the eggs ready.
You need a
4:30 in the morning. And them eggs ready, bro.
It's cheaper to buy a goddamn chicken right about now.
It's crazy because eggs used to sit outside. Now you got to sit in the refrigerator. There ain't no real eggs, baby.
All right, check it out.
What's up?
I want to appreciate everybody coming out. So next week, my homegirl coming to town, Stilts, Cherie Stilts English. Cherie Stilts, she was on I Love Ray J first season, and she also is she's one of the founders of the Black Porn Awards, and she'll be here. And she may have somebody to come in with her. So we're gonna
star.
Yeah.
Jason Love.
Who?
Oh, never mind.
She know by name. Jason on her wall.
We had to have a long talk with her over there.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Nicole, what about Nicole?
That slipped out.
Okay. So, yeah, she will be coming. She may bring a couple of friends that's in the industry or that was in the industry.
Any of them male?
One of them may be male.
Okay.
Well, one of them I know personally. It's one of my partners that I
What's her handle?
It's our. You say he one of our friends?
No, he didn't go. He didn't go to school with us.
No,
What's
but
her
he
handle?
one of our friends though. He our friend.
Yeah.
Is a female? She bringing some females, you say?
Yeah, she's bringing
What's the name again?
a male and a female.
All right. Oh, wow.
Well,
Can
she's
you
supposed to
text
bring a
me
male
who
and
it
female.
is?
Yeah, I text you.
Okay.
I text you.
I can do some research.
Yeah, I text you who it is.
Yeah.
So
It's been
yeah.
143 days.
Since when?
Man, you count nothing, man,
I got
nothing,
bad in these streets.
nothing.
She said been 143 days. He woke up. He was over
I
there.
wanna meet
What
the
you mean
point.
143 days?
I'm trying to meet the point.
Cecil trying to put something on that light bill. Nah, but Cherie coming next week. She gonna hang out with us. She'll be in town. and being on the show. We're gonna talk about the Black Porn Awards and everything else she's got going on. Since
Black Porn Awards?
yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
That was Black Porn Award.
yeah,
I did not know that.
in L.A. every year in L.A.
Ain't they all doing the same shit?
They all doing the same shit.
And they get an award for
They
it.
getting awards for it.
Boy, this shit sound like that participation.
This award goes to Dwayne. He shot on the right side of her back.
Best back shot goes to.
Now,
Pookie.
now my they also have a Hall of Fame.
I know you fucking lying.
Yeah, they have
But
a
that
Hall of
shouldn't
Fame.
be, I mean, I don't know. This is just, okay.
So
The most condom busser goes to Lil JJ. Yeah, get the mic.
Here you go.
so
You know somebody bust a condom on you. Oh, I thought you was about to talk
How
about
you
it.
have a Hall of Fame,
Could you-
Hall of Fame in porn?
hey, they do have porn Hall of Fames.
I mean, I don't know. Okay.
In fact, the guy I know, he's going to get inducted into the Black Porn Hall of Fame. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, send me that name so I
Yeah.
can see if he deserved that.
So, but yeah, should be here next week hanging out with us, man.
The longest squirter
Hey, shout out.
goes to Nikki.
Nikki.
White girl.
It's a bunch of Nickies.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just really want to. I hope I be here. I hope I'm on time. Just because I've always thought, porn on television is just like when we learned that the wrestling wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? I
think
just
that
like,
porn has a
yeah,
fake
it's
component.
So I really
entertainment.
want to.
It's
So you
entertaining.
shot one and you found out it was real.
What?
No, I was reading.
Oh. It's just you wonder about that stuff.
I don't know. It be looking pretty real.
So you think porn?
I mean, I'm not saying it's
Like,
not
they be
real,
like,
but
cut.
what I'm saying is,
We need more lube. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what to think. I haven't watched a lot of it, but
You watched a lot of it?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I think you need to study for the rest of the week,
Do I?
to get ready for the show.
and then next week
That's
for
what
the
I
show.
think I'm gonna do.
I'm a teacher.
Probably
This
gonna
is
have to-
research. This is work.
I'm gonna have to
This
go
work.
ahead and get on my big computer.
Yeah.
Do
So what
your
kind of
research.
teacher do you looking for? I'm a teacher.
Do your research.
I'll let you chew your gum. Oh, damn. I like this him.
All right, y'all, man. Stop.
Pop the shit out that gum.
Stop.
Oh, they feel good.
So, man, once again, I want to thank y'all for being a part of the show tonight, man. I know it's quick and fast, and we didn't have a full pounder. Everybody at the rodeo, or they was at the basketball game tonight, so that's just what
Yeah.
it is. But next week, man, we're gonna be right back here and have another good show, man. So once again, I want to thank y'all. Thank the sponsors, Brock Brand, Quad Houston, also the Den Cigar Lounge. Thank all of them. Thank my guests. Thank my panel. I mean, I appreciate y'all. It's your boy Pop. I got the big stick and all the energy. Signing off. Let's go.